personality I want. But like in the movie, that person is called as so and so name, and he is doing so and so thing, or she's doing so and so thing, and then they come together one day, they see each other and fall in love and all. And there are some people who don't want them to get married, but actually speaking, that all that is in the script. None of those characters are real. So they might be working in US or India or some other country, or working on this or working on that, not working at all. Some dumb person, some intelligent person, so and so, and having a pet dog or a pet cat, and having many houses, only one single house, having too much to eat or not having anything to eat. All those are in the script of this consciousness. So the consciousness has taken many roles, and each individual seemingly is doing that role. And as soon as the role ends, and that unit is packed up, saying that okay, that there ends the movie. I think it is now ready for release. That is all. So the entropy you can again see in that. Entropy is when that role was being done. So he is putting all his energy to do the best in that role, and the entropy is that as soon as that role is ended and the movie is seen, and then people will forget all about that movie. So they pay, and there are the box office, it's a hit, and they have made a lot of money, and that's it. There ends, and some Filmfare award or this award, that award, and there ends the matter. So it has again gone back to entropy. It becomes cold, and nobody cares about that amount of effort that unit had put, and the challenges what they faced, and how they were to take care of the challenge, and the weather conditions, and so many things. And that's what our life is also all about. It's the consciousness which makes everything happen. So sambar analogy is good. Actually, you can get released from that itself, from sambar, if one were to watch. So there are so many bubbles, so we can call them as relatives and friends and all that. So each bubble is talking to another bubble, and having some fun time. Now you switch off the gas, slowly the bubbles will start to go away, which is equivalent to how the relationship fade away. We in If we were in the school, and then so many children are there, all our friends, as we start growing, so much of relationships go away. And when we are working, new relationships happen, the old one fade away, and then after that we change the company, then those people fade away and the new people come in. So it's always, it's a replacement of old to new. So enthalpy to entropy, even in that. So basically, you are fixed, the remaining is variable. So consciousness is fixed, that is the Purusha. Everything else goes around it, giving the effect of movement. So that is sufficient, Lata, for you to get liberated. Sambar.
Yeah, right.
If you can really experience it. While
Yes.
preparing coffee or tea, you can see that. While doing anything, you can see it.
Yeah, correct. So that's what I'm trying to do, because getting a time other than that dedicated for all this will not happen. So I'm just trying to see whatever I'm doing, whether I can bring something or the other of our practice over there. That's what I was looking at.
Good. Okay, so let's continue.
Yes.
So now we are in 17th The 25th verse, 17th Vibhuti. Maharshinam Brigu Aham Giranam Asmi Ekam Aksharam Yajnanam Japah Yajna Asmi Stavaranam Himalaya. So we had already looked at Himalaya. Let's look at the other ones. So what is special about Brigu?
I have no idea.
Maybe Bhatt has some idea.
Bhrigu, I know Bhrigu Muni, but I do not know much about him. This name I am familiar with. Bhrigu Maharshi.
So what did he do? I think we have read it some time ago.
Bhrigu is somewhere in this. Where did we read it?
He is the one who Srinivasa, the genesis of Srinivasa. No?
Correct.
That he comes to, he goes to all gods for getting his attention, but nobody pays attention. Then he comes to Vishnu, and then he hits him in the kicks him in the heart.
Correct.
Chest. And Mahalakshmi gets very angry on Vishnu that he was not angry at Bhrigu, and she gets out to the Bhuloka to do the penance, and he comes behind her, and that is when the story of Srinivasa starts.
Correct.
That is the only reference I know about Bhrigu.
Yes, perfect story.
Now the meaning of the story.
What is that?
Now you should say the meaning of the story, the real meaning.
Right.
Yeah, I think this, he is Manu's son, and that this Manu Shastra, this guy has, I think, promoted further.
See, there is something called as Bhrigu Samhita, and the Jyotish Shastra came from Bhrigu.
Bhrigu Nadi. Nadi is there, na?
Yes.
Yes. This is what I heard when I was small about Bhrigu. And then, and in Saptarshis, this Bhrigu is this one. Saptarshi is Vishwamitra, Jamadagni, Bharadwaja, Gautama, Atri, Vasishta. Where is Bhrigu in that? Vishwamitra, Jamadagni, Bharadwaja, Gautama, Atri, Vasishta, Kashyapa. Where is Bhrigu in this? It says that he is a great among Saptarshis. But his name is not appearing within Saptarshis.
Yeah, that is there. Anyway, leaving that aside, he is the mind-born son of Brahma. Manasaputra.
Manasaputra.
Okay. Anyway, he is also contribution into the Manusmriti. And leaving all of that, why is Bhrigu so much important is that he showed the way of liberation. So the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, which is Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, he was able to establish in all the three and in a state of Turiya all the time. And that's a reason why Krishna mentions that in the Rishis, I am the Bhrigu. So the meaning of that is Maharshinam Bhrigu Aham is that Maharishi. You know how many different types are there? There is Muni, there is Rishi, there is Guru and all that, right? What is a Rishi?
Maharshi,
Yeah.
Rishi, Muni, and I think so many names equivalent.
Yeah, there is Guru.
Yes.
So what are the difference between each one of them?
Guru is one who teaches art of life. Guru, he gives the knowledge, and he's big. Knowledge-wise, he is big, and that flows to us. That's Guru. Then Rishi is he has got that knowledge from the universe. After becoming Guru, only he can become, I think, Rishi, and he got so much of knowledge, and that knowledge is available about the spiritual knowledge. That is Rishi. Then what is the other one? Brahmarshi.
Brahmarshi.
Muni.
Muni and Rishi, I don't know much. Brahmarshi is Brahmajnana, where he has attained that Brahmajnani. And then and he has communicated that to others. That's the reason he's a Brahmarshi.
Okay.
If it is not communicated, it remains within them, right? They always communicate to others.
Correct.
Muni is Mauni, no? Someone silent.
No, Muni.
Minus.
Okay. Anyway, Muni means.
Muni gives me a feel that little people with a little anger. But they are spiritual.
Okay.
But they have a lot of reservations. It gives me a feel based on stories what I like. But Jaina Mahamuni, he is Muni. Muni is Jainism, they call Muni.
Okay. I will let you know all of them. Okay. Gu is ignorance, Ru is knowledge or light. One who takes you from ignorance to knowledge, or avidya to vidya, is Guru. Then one who shows the way of bending Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya is Muni. One who has seen everything, meaning everything in the sense that all the three worlds and three worlds as indicated in the Purusha Sukta, and he has seen everything, meaning he has met the gods and he has understood everything about Brahman. That person is Rishi. And Rishi means a seer, one who can see. So he is also called as mantra drashta. That means who has surpassed the mantras, and he has surpassed the Vedas, and he is an authority on that. That means he can see, he can demonstrate, he can experience and all that. Now Maharishi means not only that he has this, he is omnipotent and omnipresent. Okay, so that becomes Maharishi. So if somebody has put a title of Maharshi or Maharishi, that means that he is omnipresent and omnipotent. He has achieved all siddhis. And in between there is something also called as Bhagavan. And from that word has come Bhagavanta. Bhaga is to burn. One who has burnt all impurities is Bhagavan. And another way to put is that one who has shown how to end the bhava, that is to become something, is also Bhagavan. So we can call Gautama as Bhagavan, or we can call Jain Muni as Bhagavan or something like that. That means he has understood by himself the knowledge of how to end the suffering or the samsara. and that person is called as Bhagwan. And Bhagavanta is, Anta is ending. Bhaga is to always burn with Raga, Dvesha, Moha. So one who has ended Raga, Dvesha, Moha, and it doesn't arise at all in future. It doesn't arise now. It would have arisen in the past, but there is no present and there is no future. And that is Bhagavanta. Okay. This is what is this? These are the different things.
So we are Manavas, right?
Yes.
And Manava will reach this stage. Is it a step-by-step process, or anybody can jump in between also?
No, it need not be a step-by-step process. It depends on the samskara. So, like at present, what I am doing, this course or discourse or whatever it is, I am giving knowledge. So, it is Guru who can give knowledge and remove ignorance. If somebody has bent the Arishad Varga, that becomes a Muni. Muni is to bend. There is no ego in that person. He is called Muni. Rishi is the person who can see everything. He has all seeing. And it becomes all encompassing when he becomes Maharshi, because it becomes all pervading. He cannot distinguish himself with others. It all seems the same for that person. And he can talk to plants, to every being in the samsara can interact with him, because he is like consciousness, pure. And in between there are these two terms, Bhagwan and Bhagavanta, so that also can come into it. So it need not be hierarchical, it need not be sequential, it can be anything. Okay, this is what it is. So you have to recognize the person based upon how he or she is doing.
85 members.
So you need to recognize that person accordingly. So he says, in Rishi, in Maharshi, that is the all pervading, if there are people, I am Bhrigu because he found out how to literally remove impurities totally. So he was able to establish the Turiya state. Srishti Sthiti Laya he was able to cross. And Srishti is Brahma, Sthiti is Vishnu, and Laya is Parameshwara or Shiva. So he was able to move beyond all the three and in Turiya. So if somebody is in Turiya, that means only consciousness can stay in Turiya, which is in deep sleep. In a normal person, all beings go to deep sleep state even for 5 minutes. That is sufficient, that the world is ended. So there is no more samsara. So that for 5 minutes that person is released from the samsara, which we keep on doing every day. And that is ignorance. The moment you are able to stay like that in the waking state, then you are released completely. That is Maharshi. Questions?
This tradition is available only in what do you call this, Sanatana, this one, or this is there any other?
No, it is there in Buddhism, it's there in Jainism, it's there in Hinduism, all.
Buddhi Jainism, all part of Sanatana, right?
Yeah, only in Sanatana you can find it.
Only Sanatana, okay. Very, very good classification. Nice. Ultimate aim is to burn all those Vaidis.
Yeah.
And then, but if you when you reach certain stage, you don't have to read books after that, because you will get all jnana from any books. I think, for example, today morning I was listening to one person from Ramakrishna Ashram. This is Vivek. If you give him, say, 1,500 page worth of one book, in 15 minutes he will read and he can talk like Xerox copy. He can repeat those things from any page. What is that jnana? At what level this kind of jnana comes?
No, there is like this, but it is a siddhi. It is not a jnana, it is a siddhi. So once you get good knowledge or jnana, then the consciousness is able to manifest in different ways. So you will get mantra siddhi and all kind of siddhi, and one of the siddhi is to read little and retain completely.
Yeah, even Osho also per day 500 pages.
Yeah, it is possible.
Anything, anywhere you ask, he will have perfect this one.
Correct, it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
See, right now in my case itself, if I take, I am talking until night.
Yeah, with the full accuracy. From perfect knowledge comes from somewhere.
But I am not getting exhausted. See, in the general thing, when you keep on talking, there is an exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
So there is no exhaustion. I don't feel exhausted at all. In the night, I don't feel, oh my goodness, I've spoken so much. These people have irritated me so much. I think tomorrow I should take a holiday. I don't feel that. Meaning, I don't feel in the sense that the consciousness doesn't feel it. So there is no expenditure. It's only if there is an expenditure, there is an exhaustion. If there is no expenditure, there is no exhaustion. Similarly, if somebody is given a book and he reads, and that person can get a complete memory of it, because consciousness has memory. It's not that a person has memory. This only thing is that the mind was not clear. Now the mind is clear, so it picks up everything.
That means the moment you touch the book, everything is uploaded, because you are not reading it.
You don't have to read it, basically. It comes at that run time. So let us say 10 minutes before I want to talk about a subject, and I start thinking about it, and I'll get it. Just to give one example, but which happened this morning. So I was taking bath. My cousin sister wants me to talk about Bhagvadgita summary on Sunday, first chapter. So it took me 8 minutes to download everything, the whole summary. So now I'm ready. I don't have to read. I know now what to talk and how to start, what to talk and what to relate, and how Arjuna Vishada Yoga happens and all that. It just took me 8 minutes bath. In that, if I remove 3 minutes of applying soap, that means 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, 76 shlokas are downloaded completely. Now, what do I have to say for that? I exactly know where to start now. If the moment she says, okay, here is your time, speak.
Yes.
And that is possible by everyone. It's not that it is a real something I've achieved or somebody has achieved something. It's not that. Everybody has that. Because it's the same consciousness.
Correct.
So there is no...
But with anybody can get into that level through the spiritual route. Correct? That's what you are telling.
Yes, Ashtanga. If you have Yama and Niyama, everything else will be taken care automatically. The problem is why we are unable to get that bliss is because either there is a problem with Yama or with Niyama.
Correct.
That's all. You put those two things in action, or easy thing, bring ahimsa into action. Everything else works. Don't get attached to five senses at all, because that is himsa.
Yeah.
Now you're done. That's all. That's all what is required. There's no reading of 100 different books are required. Or even the discourse is not required to be heard from this person, that other person. That is not required. So our seeking will not end at all. We keep on seeking and seeking and seeking. That shouldn't be the idea. The stopping seeking should be the objective, not seeking. Seeking is movement. So the stopping of that is what makes it fixed. You have to fix it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Currently, we are seeking outside. I think what you are telling is that seeking should be inside. It is
Yes.
there already within you.
It's already
Just-
there.
Just unlock it.
Yeah, see, whether it is Shatabdani or Ganesh talking, or somebody else talking, or Osho talking, or Sarva Priyananda talking, or whatever is talking, all are talking from the same consciousness, right? Names are different.
Yeah. It is not just preparation. They have achieved next level already.
No, whatever level it is, that is okay.
Yes.
See, they are able to
Yes.
express, agreed.
Yes.
But they are also consciousness only, right?
Yeah.
Now, why you don't? That means say that a person says that I don't have consciousness, only they have consciousness, which is not true.
So their mind is able to penetrate up to that level of
Right.
getting that
Agreeable.
so-called amrita of knowledge.
Agreeable. So we have to be very grateful to them for the knowledge what they are giving.
Yeah.
Now that we have understood that knowledge, why again we have to again re-understand the knowledge through somebody else? That's the question. See, the Sarva Priyananda's that Aparoksha Anubhuti had 44 videos.
Yes.
All of us have listened to all 44 videos.
Yeah.
Now, what's the point in then going and searching for, let us say, Drigdrishya Viveka of spoken by Sarva Priyananda? Then Panchadashi. Then you go to something else. Then keep on searching for.
There is no need to go through all the books. I agree with you fully. Yeah, practice is that it will take you to next level.
Yes.
Because the basic ABCDs already we have intellectually understood.
What we are doing is we are learning the same thing through different gurus. That's all.
Yeah. That is not really required.
You fix
things.
a guru. If you believe that this person is going to take you, don't believe in anyone else, only believe in that guru and finish it.
Yeah. Finally believe in you.
So what we are doing is we are doing window shopping. So I go to one store and I ask about this, he says something. Then I ask the same product in another store and then he will say something else. And then I keep on collecting information about that object. So one person will say liberation means this, another person will say liberation means that, another person will say something else. So now I am confused, which is liberation? Then I again go back to him. Look, that person said liberation means this. Why are you telling like this? Now he will give a lecture on what is liberation as per him. But the liberation is required by me, not by them.
Yeah.
So that
it is a waste of time again and again.
Yes, it is a
looking same information, different form is no progress.
Yes, and then we keep on fighting. Who told right? Whether that person said right, or this person said right, or that is right, or this is right, which is of again waste of energy.
Yeah.
So what we need to fix is two things. One, fix the guru, and fix the topic. That's all.
Yes.
Throw everything else. You don't require anything.
So guru also, there is no need to fix intellectually, right? It will happen automatically.
It will happen automatically. In case if you don't have a guru, you become a self-guru, just like what Shankara told.
Just like what you are doing.
Exactly. There's no point in shopping for a guru, because the book says that you need to have a guru. So now I go shopping, guru shopping. Then I don't know whether he's right or not. So then I become skeptical whether he can give me that truth or not. And then it comes with many rider. If you do this, I will give you. If you do that, I will give you. Then, I serve that guru for n number of years. In the book, it says that if you serve the Guru for 20 years, then only you will get it. So now mind will say, okay, 20 years have to be served. So let us say my life is only 20 years, that means I have only served the Guru. Then what next?
Yeah.
So there is no need. So we can take one topic, if we are believing in Bhagavad Gita, and there ends it. Nothing else is required.
Yes.
You don't require any Vedas or anything else. Let us say I don't believe in Bhagavad Gita, I believe in something else. Okay, no problem, you follow that. But we don't do that, we compare. We go to Aparoksha Anubhuti and compare that with something else, and then we compare that with something else. Ultimately, life ends up only in comparison. Okay, so the next verse is Giranam Asmi Ekam Aksharam. What is Kshara and Akshara?
Akshara is which is not dying.
Yes, Kshara is which will decay or die. The primordial sound Om is not going to die, even if the world exists or doesn't exist. And that is what he is saying, Giranam Asmi Ekam Aksharam. So if you are meditating on Om, you don't require anything else. The next line says that Yajnanam Japa Yajna Asmi. So if you do Om Japa, you are done. You don't require anything else. So you don't even require Bhagavad Gita. Then Stavaranam Himalaya, that we had already covered, so I will not again cover it. Then Ashwata also we had covered, so that is no need of doing it. Devarshinam cha Naradaha. Narada, what is speciality of him? Any idea what is his speciality of Narada?
The devotee of Narayana can go anywhere.
He is always in the present. That's the only speciality of Narada. He doesn't have past, he doesn't have future. So he is consciousness. That's
Yeah.
all. That's
He will
all.
be suddenly he will appear.
That is what is the present all about, right?
Yes.
There is no past, there is no future.
And he will always say Narayana, Narayana. That means he is Parama Bhakta of that the consciousness.
In that way, yes, but actually he himself is the consciousness. Because there is no mind. There is only present.
Yeah, correct. He is in the present. Right.
And Gandharva Nam Chitra Rataha. What is speciality of him? What is a Ratha?
Ratha is a structure which is vertical and it moves.
Okay, it is a chariot.
Chariot.
Okay, what is chariot used for?
Keeping God and for some important things and then moving forward.
No, moving any heavy things.
Heavy things, right?
So it keeps on moving. So it has 4 wheels.
Correct.
So the objective of the 4 wheels, if one of the wheel were to be broken, then the chariot cannot move.
Yes.
That means one who is having a balanced outlook is the chariot. Because the chariot has to have a balance, right? And what is Chitra? You also have this Chitra Gupta.
Picture.
Yeah,
Chitra is a
image
picture.
or picture. or picturization. What is mind doing at present?
It is picturizing always.
But it is unbalanced.
Yeah.
In the Gandharva is about music, and that means the sweetness of music. And in that, it is this person has that ability of being in the center. The picture which comes are always centered, they are not to the sides, so there is always a balance. So that Gandharva is the consciousness. Siddhanam Kapila Munihi, I had spoken about it, but what is special about Kapila?
Sankhya philosophy.
Yeah, Sankhya philosophy, and he taught his mother. So that is the reason Kapila Muni. And you cannot reject Sankhya philosophy at all. Okay, now I don't know about this Uchchaisha Shravas because that is a horse. I don't know what that horse used to do. So I am skipping that. Viddhi Mam Amrita Udbhavam, the nectar born out of the milky ocean. So, what is the ocean of bliss? Anybody have any idea? There's something called as ocean of bliss.
That is referred to as Milky Sea, no?
That is about?
That is what is referred to as this Milk Sea.
Yeah, correct. Where do you find it? It is found in Vaikunta. So that is the nectar born out of this milky ocean. So
Where is Vaikunta?
that's a loka. So basically what happens, Lata, is that during dissolution of the world, all beings will move into the Brahma realm of existence. So that means whether you are liberated being or not liberated or whatever it is, realized, not realized, whatever it is, when the world goes for destruction completely, all the beings will lose their body, including the gods, and everything is gone. And they all go to the primordial form. That is the just like before the Big Bang. And they stay in this nectar. That's a starting point. And this Amrita. Amrita means that the Mrita is death and Amrita is non-death. What here it means is that every 4 hours we are supposed to give food. Whereas in the Devaloka it is once you take it, it stays forever till they complete their karma. And they come back to human or animal or wherever they are supposed to be, or including reborn as a Deva. Or if they have done more punya, which cannot happen, but let us say hypothetically, then they can get into Brahma realm of existence. So, in above this exists the Vaikuntha Loka, which is the Vishnu, which is completely blissful, completely calm or peace. Okay, so that is the where this milky ocean is, and that nectar is created out of consciousness. So he says, I am that. Airavata is the white elephant which has brilliance. It has equivalent to Indra. So that is the reason he puts it as Airavata, because in some other place he had put himself as Indra. And Nara Nam Cha Naradipam, that is, this I had covered it yesterday, I think. So this is like a king. So king doesn't have any deprivement. So Nara means humans who has nerves is Nara. So in that is the king. Then Ayudhanam Aham Vajram. So there's a thunderbolt of the Indra. What it means is that without this thunderbolt, nobody can get the knowledge. So you have to cut through the mind. So for that you require this Vajrayuda. Dhenu Naam Asmi Kamadhuk. That means I am the Kamadhenu, that is all giver. Whoever asks whatever, I will give. Prajannahacha Asmi Kandarpaha. This I don't know. What's a specific mention of Kandarpa? Sarpanam Asmi Vasukihi. That is, Vasuki is the snake, 5-headed snake, 5 senses, and 5 heads.
Kandarpa is Manmata, right?
Manmata, correct. Yes. Now I got it. Yes, thank you.
No.
Yeah, so that means one who can fill with desires to do anything. And Sarpanam is the Vasuki. So that is 5-headed snake. Because he can invoke all the 5 senses. Antaha cha asmi, Anantaha cha asmi Naganam. So in the Nagas I am the Ananta. Ananta is endless. That is, the Kundalini Shakti is endless. So if you look at the spinal column and Ida and Pingala, that goes like that. And there is a Nagaloka also. And I don't have the complete knowledge of how Nagaloka works and how this person who went down because of Vamana. What is his name? I forgot.
Mahabali.
How does Mahabali rule there? Because it's a separate loka altogether.
Yeah, Sutala, right.
Yes, I have no knowledge of that, even though I had some vision of it, but I really don't know more about that. Maybe someday it should come. Varunaha Yadasam Aham. That is, among the water deities, I am the Varuna. Yadasam Aham. So Pitrinam Aryama Chasmi. Again, Pitrus, I am Aryama. This also I have no knowledge about what is the specific importance of that. Yamaha Samayatam Yamaha Aham. The Yama is rules. So time rules. So time keeps on killing that person or that being. So this portion is correct. So one who has set Yama correctly in his life faces no death. So he goes beyond space and time. Otherwise, all of us are in space and time. Prahlada cha asmi daityanam. So I am the Prahlada among the Daityas. I think we know the story of Prahlada. Kalaha kalayatam aham. Then again, he comes back to the time. Among the timings. Mriganam cha Mrigendraha aham. Lion. Lion has a very specific mention in our scriptures, but again, I don't have much knowledge on that because the Narasimha Avatara is on that. So I am still searching or trying to seek information. So whenever it comes, I will let you know. But right now, I don't have. The only thing is that fearlessness is what consciousness is all about. I think that is related to it, but why specific mention in terms of animals as lion, I don't know. Vaineteha cha pakshinam. This is Garuda. The reason is that Garuda is one bird which can spot anything down below from a great height. So if our sight, if we are opened with a third eye, let's say, then you can experience like what I am experiencing every day. Like I see thousands of mouths opening up, thousands of arms, thousands of legs, from the insect to humans. I'm able to experience that. So it's like from the top you can see all the beings, how they are functioning. So when there is food, it seems like you are eating it in different bodies. So that is what the Garuda is all about. It can watch it over in that way from far. Pavanaha Pavatam Asmi. So Pavana is to purify. Sorry, Pavanaha Pavatamasmi. So I am the purifier, the wind, and Ramaha Shastra Pratham Aham. Among the warriors, I am the Rama. Rama because that he knew the whole story, but he engaged himself in everything. So he was literally unconnected with any of the relationships, and he took it like this movie happening on the screen. So he had everything, he lost, again he gained everything, again he lost. So he understood about the sukha and the dukkha. So I am that. Jashanam Makaraha cha asmi. So among the fishes, I am the shark. This again, I don't know why shark is so important. Shrota Sam Asmi Janhavi. Janhavi is the Ganges. So the knowledge is also called as Ganges. So once the knowledge starts flowing, it simply flows.
1 minute. Makara is crocodile.
Makara is also crocodile, yes, but the translation has both of them. So I don't know. Makara is a crocodile. Even if you take crocodile, what is great about crocodile, I don't know. Because he says about Jashanam. Jashanam is big fish. So let me investigate and let you know.
That is because crocodile is
in water.
Yeah, crocodile is having what do you call maximum power, balashali, highest masale.
Yeah, that is correct. But shark also has. So I'm not too sure. Anyway, this one I will investigate and let you know. And Ganges is the knowledge. So Bhagirata got the knowledge of everything. So it is somewhere compared knowledge with Ganges, because Ganges is pure water. It flows from the Himalayas and reaches the plains. Similarly, once the knowledge starts coming, it keeps on flowing. There is no stop of knowledge. Then we have Sarganam Adihi Antahascha. So when there is creation, that is the Srishti Sthiti Laya is going to happen, and that happens due to consciousness. So consciousness gets into the Srishti, sustains for some time, that is Sthiti, then there is Laya. So beginning, end and the middle. Adihi antah cha. Adi and antya and also the middle. Cha means like, so you have the middle also. Madhyam cha eva aham Arjuna. So he's saying I am the middle one also. Adhyatma vidya vidyanam. So of all the sciences, I am the Adhyatma. Going above the individual capability to supreme consciousness is the Adhyatma. Atma is individual mind, and Adhi Atma means one whose mind has surpassed beyond individual. So it becomes universal mind. So it is Adhyatma. Vadaha pravadatam aham. So among who creates a controversy or discussions, I am that logic. So if there is logic, it means the consciousness itself is logical. There is no person there called as a logician. It is the consciousness which puts logic. Then aksharanam akarha asmi. Akara. So is a starting. So there to ha in Sanskrit alphabets starts with ends with ha. So the starting is the most important. So it is Dvandvaha sama samasikasya cha. Samasikasya. Okay. So the samasa, that is the compound. I am the pairs. Aham eva akshaya kalaha. Again is come to time. So if somebody were to move from immediately from the past, present and future and enter into that nothingness, then the kala doesn't exist. So akshaya. So he's saying akshaya means it doesn't have any end because there is no beginning. So it is infinite. Dhata aham vishwato mukaha. So now he is saying that Dhata is one who provides, so it is the Brahma. So Brahma realm of existence is the highest form of existence. From the Naraka Loka existence to Brahma Loka. So Brahma Loka is the most exotic existence where the mind is completely pure. Mrityuhu sarva haraha cha aham. So he is all devouring mrityu or the death. And that is where we can see the Vishwarupa Darshana. Because actually then only you can understand about the fuel and fire. So it is like a big effigy, if we can say, like a demon, a huge one, with his mouth open, and on one side the beings are entering inside and the other side beings are coming out in different forms. And that is exactly what is explained in the Purusha Sukta also. In the Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasrakshat Sahasrapad. So you have to see it in that way. It is the Vishwarupa Darshana. So all beings end up being there, meaning it keeps on devouring as Kala. So it keeps on ending the person's life. And once the consciousness departs from this place, it goes into that mouth, depending upon the type of life led by that being. A different form is given. So it just changes the forms and comes out, which is what that Virat Rupa is all about. So this stanza or this passage is the one which starts from the 11th chapter. How this how Arjuna can now see the entire Rupa, Vishwarupa. Udbhava cha bhavishya bhavishyatam, that is, I am the destiny of all great men. Kirtihi Shrihi Vakcha Narinam, that is the fame, prosperity, speech and femininity. Smritihi Meda Dhriti Kshama, memory, intelligence, firmness and forgiveness. All these attributes are also part of consciousness. There is nothing which is part of the mind. So Kirti, fame. Mind expects fame, that fame is given by the consciousness. Shrihi is the prosperity, then the prosperity is given through consciousness, not that mind expects it and it gets it. If there is benefit accrued, and then automatically that happens. Vak, speech, again, there is false speech, good speech, and how attractive the person is, that is dependent again on consciousness. If the person is more towards consciousness than towards mind, then that person's voice is enjoyable, meaning you'll not get bored of hearing to that person, or even if he's talking and talking and talking, the person can listen to that person without getting agitated or bored or feeling discomfort or something like that. Nari Nam is the femininity, that is, feminine is about motherliness. So that feeling of motherliness which comes to everyone is the thing about consciousness, and that is where the compassion starts. So femininity always have a sense of compassion. Smriti is the memory, somebody having good memory, because consciousness has memory at its core. Medha is intelligence, again that is through consciousness only. Dhriti is firmness, again conditioned by consciousness. And Kshama, forgiveness. So when we do forgiveness meditation, you are coming closer to consciousness by letting go of impressions in the mind. Mind believes all of these are there with it, but actually it is the consciousness which has these attributes. Brihatsam Tata Samanam, that is...
Shall we, Vilas, shall we continue tomorrow?
Oh yes, we already ended 9:30.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I did not see the time at all.
Yeah, time is going very fast now, as you
Yes.
mentioned there.
Yes. Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
then
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
thank you.
you.
it's
Okay,
on Monday,
bye-bye.
not tomorrow. Monday.
Yeah.
Yes, Monday, right.
Okay, all right then. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.